first and second.
And the first delivery to Brad Schmidt, a call strike on the outside corner. An RBI for David Sloan, 2 for Brad Schmidt, and 1 for Jeff Dahl. 4 runs on 6 hits thus far for the Dukes of York. Got the corner again, 0-2 the count. Sloan on second, Dahl on first. Number 16, Kelly Dransfeld, trying to cap off what has been a tremendous season for the Morris Redskins. 39-2 coming into this evening. The 0-2, high and inside. Schmidt, 371 entering the night, 374 now. With those couple RBIs in the first inning that I mentioned. Struck out in the third. Straightaway center. Laird is under it. And he hauls it in. Four of the last 8 hitters have popped up or lined out to center field.
I know it. He's throwing well for the most part. You know, he really is. And you know, the walk hurt him. The walk a batter. You know, a lot of times that'll come back to haunt you, and it happened to do that in this particular inning.
Twice Sean Bennis has walked. He's the leadoff man, leading off the top of 1 and the top of 5. Both times he scored a run, and that's our difference. 2 runs right now. This is Matt Whitten. Whitten quickly ahead in the count, 2-0. Third inning. Matt flew out to right field. Sean Babcock making the play, and that into the inning in the third inning.
Well, you know, you're talking about that walk situation. Dransfeld has walked 3 batters, and all 3 of the walks are scored. Whereas Dow, he's walked 2, but they didn't come back to haunt him. Sometimes, you know, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I was looking through the tournament record book, and there was a situation, one of the tournament teams in the title game walked 11 batters, and they still won. Wow, the state championship that year. That was Pekin High School back in 1951, I think it was.
51.
51.
Remember that game? No, I really
no, that was my high school coach.
Okay. There's no way I was going to see it. I can at least share that one with you.
I was a little short. I think I was about 5
Did we do that game on Sports Channel?
I don't think so.
Okay. But indeed, it just depends on what you do when you get those runners in scoring position. Dransfeld really has pitched well, but some good hitting by the Dukes, and they came in bragging that they were the best hitting team coming into the tournament, and really they've proven that fact thus far with all the runs they've scored.
And yes, they have, and they've gotten very timely hits with men on base in scoring position. They haven't left a lot stranded there, you know, throughout the ball games, and that's been the difference. You got to come through. The hitting's got to be there in the tournament.
Runnels will be moving. Count full. 3-2, 2 away. Top of 5. 1 run already in. And we'll try it one more time. Fouled it off the leg of Mark Rusiti. Matt, the shortstop, had a hit in the first. 1 for 2 on the night. 5 RBI so far in the tournament. Swung on. Where else? Center field. Backpedaling and hauling it in, Chuck Laird. But again, the walk haunts the Morris Redskins. Another run on 2 hits, and York leads. Middle of 5, 4-2. 3 in the first, 1 in the 5th. 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Dukes of York. Morris, a run in the second, run in the third, 4 hits and an error. They trail 4-2. Bottom of 5, Morris Redskins, York Dukes. One of these 2 teams will win their first ever state championship. As I mentioned, the Redskins were here a year ago with 8 seniors. They played in the Elite 8. But for Elmhurst York, Here's a team who the last 3 seasons hovered around the 500 mark. At the beginning of the season, a lot of the young men said, we can win the state championship this year. It wasn't until about 6 weeks ago, though, that I think Doug Mulaney, the skipper of York, started to agree with his players. But since then, he said, I have made some calls, I've done some things, but these young men are the ones hitting in the crucial situations, getting on base, and they are the reason we're here because they believe in themselves.
And that's half the battle, is believing in yourself. You can tell a kid that, he's a good ball player, and if they don't have self-confidence, and you try to tell the guys that your team is a good team, if you put it together, you play together, you can do it. If they don't believe in that, then it's going to be hard to do. It's a total team effort in this game.
Chuck Laird, Ryan Terry, Kelly Dransfeld to lead things off. There's Chuck Laird, number 5, center fielder. Popped up to shortstop, grounded out to third base in the first and second innings. .420 hitter coming into tonight. All strike, count goes 2-2. High school baseball, 7 innings. Keep that in mind. 9 outs between here and the end of the game for the Redskins. Schaufer got through the hole between short and third and on base with a leadoff single. Chuck Laird, his first hit of the night.
And this is not a good sign for York. The top of the order, leadoff hitter gets on. A lot of things can happen now.